by.
It's tracking you now.
What?
It was tracking you.
Don't hold on to this. Hey,
I'm just tracking the truck again.
if you mess something up, did you zoom back out?
Yeah?
So you're zoomed all the way where everything's small.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my gosh, what is up everybody? So, this weekend swap has turned into like 2.5 weeks now. I'll give you a quick recap. I cut a lot out, Jack cut a lot out of the second video. So, just let me give you a quick recap. Putting the motor together, I started noticing some things that I didn't like. On the motor that we bought that was supposedly rebuilt from Facebook, the head was clearly never touched. It just looked like it had been on the motor for 200,000 miles. The number 4 spark plug hole was cross-threaded. The manifold, the thermostat housing on the manifold had a bolt broke off. Bolt broke off. That's a kind of tongue twister. Bolt broke off in it. The timing chain gear for the oil pump drive had 4 teeth. I don't know if you can see this. There's 4 teeth missing on this. The timing chain cover was missing about 4 bolts out of it. The engine was wrapped up when I got it. I could only see part of the head, and that it had been painted. And I was in a hurry. It was really cold outside. I went after work to pick it up. It was 3 hours away. It was actually 2 hours away. Had to drive over there and get it, drive back the same night. It was cold outside. I didn't unwrap it and do a full inspection. I only paid $500 for the race car that it came in, the motor. It had some other parts with it, so it is what it is. We put the head off of our old motor. It was an LC Engineering performance head. I don't know what kind of shape it's in valve-wise. I didn't do a leak down test on this motor or anything before I took it apart. But at this point, we were just trying to get one good running motor. So we used the intake off the old motor. We used the timing chain because it looked pretty new. It wasn't stretched. We used the timing chain oil pump gear. We used the timing chain cover. We used the oil pump, the water pump. We put a new rear main in this. We've got a new front main in it. And then we've got the performance head. So the only thing we used off the old engine basically was the rotating assembly. We've got a new oil pan, or not new. We used our oil pan, our pickup tube, motor mounts, distributor. We basically swapped everything off of that motor onto this motor. Is it going to run? I don't know. We hope. I hope that my original head is still in good shape. I hope that this motor actually has new rings and bearings in it. I hope a lot of things. But at this point, I've just got to get the garage cleaned back up. As you can see, it has gotten ridiculous in here. I can't move anything into the new shop yet because I haven't painted the floors. I'm hoping it's going to be warm enough that I get to do that this week. We're going to do a time-lapse video of that. We're putting some enamel down, and then the paint chips. The color's going to be really cool. Then we're going to clear over it all. Then that shop will be ready to start using, even though it don't have electricity yet. So I've got a couple more things to do on the motor today, and I am hoping, if all goes well, hopefully I need this to happen. It needs to go in the car today. So, or in the truck, it's not a car. Let's get to it. I'm going to set the valves. There's one bolt underneath your distributor drive gear that calls for some thread sealant on it. I didn't do that, so I'm going to pull the timing chain cover gear while I'm adjusting the valves. Not the timing chain gear. I'm going to pull the distributor gear off while I'm adjusting the valves. I'm going to put some sealant on that. Put the valves back on, get it on the hook, put the clutch and the flywheel on it, and then it should go in. Fingers crossed. Alright, we're getting to work. Okay, we're back. Had to go get a pilot bearing puller and a pilot bearing. That one was junk. Another thing in the motor that was not done that was supposedly done. So, when I say fingers crossed this thing runs, I mean, it's probably going to run. Will it be any better than when I started? Maybe not. We're just trying to get it done at this point. I've actually got an idea of putting a 2.7 liter out of a, it'd be a 96 to an 04 Tacoma in here. So that's why I'm really not real concerned about this. But if this ends up running good and has good compression, it'll stay for a while. So let's do that. I don't know if you can see it or not. This is what we've got it whittled down to so far. It was too big to fit into the bearing. I don't know if it's going in there yet or not, but we'll see. Scammer. Oh yeah, that was a nasty bearing. Ugh. We had to let the engine down to get it out. We finally got it popped out. It was a bunch of stupid stuff. But we're there. It's the right thing to do. I could put the other one down while it's on the ground. Uno momento, por favor. New input bearing in. Oh, and it's so smooth. That's the way it should be. Probably already seen this once. Cleaning the flywheel again. You don't want your clutch to slip. We've got a lot of grease and everything from working on it. So clean it. I'm using alcohol. That's what I can find. Has anybody ever smelled red Loctite? I thought it was me. Whew. God. There's a challenge for you, YouTube. Go sniff some red Loctite. Not really, it probably kills brain cells. But it smells like a dirty butthole. I think that was the final piece of the puzzle. That was the dipstick. Valves are set. Head bolts tightened up. New pilot bearing. Flywheel. Clutch is hopefully aligned. I did it by eye. I think it's ready to go in. But I have to go see my mama today. She's having surgery tomorrow. So that's got to happen too. Let's see how much we can get on. Mama, if you're watching this, I love you. And you'll be healed up by the time you see this, because your surgery's tomorrow and it takes me weeks to upload. So you can watch it in recovery maybe. Good idea. Oh, my knee! Ah! I just cracked my knee on that engine stand. Coming to get the camera. There's a tire in my way. So much junk! Boom! It went! Hardest part of the whole thing? I shouldn't say that's the hardest part. That was actually easier than some of the real stupid stuff that took forever. I don't know why. It's always my right hand. Want to get some flywheel bolts in this? Then I'm coming to see my mom. Going to see my mom. If you're watching it, I'm coming to see you, Mom. I am back from me mom's house. It's 8 o'clock. We stopped, ate dinner. Probably not going to get this done tonight. Imagine that. Another day that it doesn't get done. Maybe this will be a win. Well, let's work on it for a little bit anyways. I've got a computer formatting, some files downloading, doing some other stuff in there. So I'm just burning a little bit of time, but I figured I'd get it in the time lapse. Back to it. Alright, let's start it with exhaust, with water, with everything. We got to go drive it. I can't help it. It's dark, it's cold, but I want to drive it. It runs good. It runs real good. So, thumbs up. We're going to button everything else up. There's a few more bolts here and there. I might need to tighten up a little bit more. Peace out. Okay, everybody. As you can see, we are in the Toyota. Let's see, no gasoline engines allowed on this lake. We are out on a Sunday drive. Oh, there's a big pothole. We just drove down to the pump back to check out the water. Oh yeah, sounds sweet. Oh yeah, look at that girl.